We will start with our opening prayer, and again, please remain muted. We call the benevolent beings of light, archangels, and ascended masters to guide and inspire us during this forum. Our forum's vision is to bring the understanding, tools, discipline, and support for those seeking to enter the straight and narrow path, the road less traveled, that will lead us along effectively and steadily through the ascension process. Integration of the human experience with our divine origin is moving us full circle to achieve our divine potential. So be it. Amen. We thank you for answering the call from on high to attend the forum. Let us join our hearts and minds in preparation to receive the blessings offered. We ask you to please release your day from your mind and center yourself. Breathing in deeply and release. Breathe in deeply and release. Take a deep breath in and release. Relax the tension in your body and your mind. Now bring your full attention to the forum. Be fully present in order to receive and fully retain the discourse gifts. John, can you please start the recording and read the quote?
Archangel Michael says, your fate is never dependent on any one person or thing. If something is leaving your life, let it. Everything you need to achieve your goals resides within you, not in anything external. Trust yourself in the synchronicity of your path. New energy is coming.
And it is here. It is here. Thank you, John.
John, you can stop the recording and start the video. And Barbara, can you begin your discourse, please?
Thank you. Rooted within. Do you know what he was talking about? Opening up your intuition. It's already happening. You get the feelings inside your gut when something doesn't feel right. You hold back if you were smart when you get that tightening in your belly. Maybe you shouldn't say what you're thinking. Maybe you shouldn't do what you were going to do. Maybe you should stop in the midst of what you're doing because something's off. Are you acting out of your ego? Are you putting on a show so that you'll get stroked and everybody will think you're so wonderful? This whole entire video was about going very carefully through your life, witnessing everything. Witnessing how you feel, witnessing how you perceive others, witnessing the emotional turmoil that comes up in you when certain actions or words are said. How you feel is the most important perception that you could record. And sit with it and feel it deeply. understand what's going on inside you. But what do we normally do? We point the finger at who is saying it, who is doing it, and we figure out that they must be here, or they must be there, or they must have done that, or this is their problem, instead of bringing it home to you. Everything happening around you is within you. And if you can remind yourself of that, you won't be pointing at the people around you and what they're going through. You'll see the turmoil in you. Then what do you do? Do you beat yourself up? Do you get mad at yourself? No. You recognize the pain. You recognize the patterns. You recognize the feelings. What does it do to you? Am I angry from it? Am I sad? Am I hurt? Do I want to attack? Or do I want to heal? Then, if you're confused on what you witnessed, ask the question inside you. What was I to see here? I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what I just witnessed and how it affects me. And with that question, it will trigger the emotion. You see, that is the trigger for you internally. You ask your higher self in earnest that you really want to know, and you will get the feeling that's associated with the experience. That is summing up what this was trying to send you to do. See, he uses different terminology than I do. And that's the only difference. When he's talking about inner vision, and then he made his way to intuition. He was telling you that you have this inner knowing. You have it. It's there. You're born with it. But what do? We get this inspired thought and we go, well, maybe that's just how I think. Maybe I'm judging this. Maybe it's not true. Maybe I got it wrong. And we doubt ourselves. The longest journey for me was to trust what I was feeling. Trust myself. I didn't have to speak about it. All I had to do is trust it and then wait. I always asked for a sign to confirm things for me, and I would get it. Maybe not the same day, but I knew when it did come, I knew what it was related to. This is living your life in a different way that we're normally doing it as human beings. We're constantly letting our mind spin about what we have to do tomorrow, what's on our desk at work, what we had conversations with people and we got to come up with answers by so-and-so next week, tomorrow. We're always in our heads instead of in our silence. When you can listen for a little while of the chatter and see what it's all about, and then you just tell it, okay, I'm done. I'm going to sleep now, or I'm going to pray now, or I want to do healing work, or whatever it is. You are the commander in chief of your body, and you control it if you really mean it. You don't beg it to stop. You don't get angry at it. You simply say, okay, I'm done. And then you bring yourself where you want to go. But what happens when you're out and about? Are you always the one carrying the conversation? For those of you that are, it's fun and it's beautiful. But do you realize how much you're missing? Because you know all that. You're missing what the people around you are going to bring you. So those that are the greatest talkers become a lot more still and give other people a trigger to speak. One of the most fun things I ever did was, from being the one that always held the conversation to being the one to ask a question that I would know would bring that person to want to talk about, because I would know the person, or having heard something that they said and then listening to them and watching them, watching how they speak, start analyzing within what you're watching more than listening to every word. Because what'll happen if you just sit there and just let yourself really focus, all your feelings, everything focus on how you feel, you're going to read between the lines. You're going to hear more than what's being said. You're going to start hearing their thoughts. And that kind of sometimes is very shocking, because their thoughts are saying something very different than what their words are coming out. And I had to learn to really discern what was being said to me and what I was picking up energetically. It's a wonderful training that you'll have for yourself. Some of you are already in that training course, I can see. And it is changing your world as a result of it. You know, being who you always were might have worked for a long time, but things are changing inside you. Energies, the frequency you're working at, everything is changing. And we need to adapt to this, all of this. We need to adapt ourselves. Why? Because we want to evolve. We want to keep ascending. We don't want to be stuck because we have patterns that we haven't dealt with. There's a lot of things happening in each of our lives. We're dealing with it. And it's for each one of us to realize what's happening out there is something that is happening inside us. And we have the ability to shift the outside experience by shifting what we believe, what we limit ourselves, what we're afraid of. You see, changing the way we act, changing the way we think, changing the patterns we've developed that hold us into a track. And we have to get out of that track and become free flowing. And then what happens is your inner gifts, your knowing, your hearing, intuition, your interaction between yourself and your higher self becomes a flow that just naturally occurs. And you'll ask a question and the answer will come, but not from out there. It must come from within. But if you don't learn to trust yourself and what you get, it's not after you thought about it that's the answer. It's the first thing that comes to you before you got engaged here. You ask the question, and whatever comes to you at first, that was the answer. If you don't feel sure about it because it's so different than what you would have expected or how things usually work in your life, then just ask for confirmation and you'll get it. You just wait for it. Everything is waiting. You're always going to be waiting, because nothing in the universe can happen instantaneously in this particular conversation I'm having with you until the universe lines everything up to bring you the answers to your questions that you didn't trust, that came through directly from your higher self. Do you follow me? Do you see how it's working? Everything will prove itself to you. Your life will shift in the direction that you have healed yourself to go. And you will start to smile and say, I can't wait. I can't wait to go out there and see what God brings me today. It's happening to Chris. I know it is. A whole new world is opening for him because he did the work that he needed to do. He's a new man, and he earned this life that he is entering right now. Yeah. How many of you are feeling this? Yeah. Keep going. Keep going with it. And keep on track. Don't lose your way, because sometimes we get so happy that we start falling back into some old patterns. But that's our higher self saying, let's see if they'll hold true to their new pattern. Yeah. It's a crazy walk down here, I'll tell you. Yeah, that's right. Pointing up. Always confirm, but follow your gut, because your gut's going to tell you. It won't fool around. It'll let you know, uh-oh, you're stepping into some dark stuff, kid. Don't do it. Be careful, because you'll set yourself way back. And right now, we are on such a holy moment in time. You do not want to lose any ground right now. Please. So, if you find yourself constantly outer directed, bring yourself inside. If you're constantly inner directed and not grounded, start looking out from yourself and experiencing the people around you. Who are you drawing to you? And what is it that they came to share with you? As we go along and we start getting really rooted into our gifts and talents, and we're well connected with our higher self, this inner joy is so deep and beautiful. And every day is a smile on your face. Yes, we do go through days, let me tell you, that's going to test you. Yes, we're going to go through days that are unpleasant. And we're also going to go through times where we really do need to be still and really listen to the silence inside us. Just breathe. And because I tend to stop breathing at nighttime, which is very dangerous, I go to sleep and I command my body to remember to breathe. I say it absolutely out loud so that it remembers to breathe when I'm not, because I haven't been using my CPAP so that I'll hear Charlie if he needs my help, or when he wasn't home, I was doing light work all night, so I couldn't put that thing on because I would fall asleep with it. So I've got it down pretty good. I'm not sure how much noise I'm making when I'm breathing, but I am breathing. So you have command over not only your mind, but your body. You have command. It also has an automatic switch, which is at the brainstem, that keeps all the activities of your body running without you having to say, okay, heart, you must beat. Okay, lungs, you must breathe. Okay, digestive system, you must do your job. And that is all taken care of by the brainstem. It's that animal part of us that we're in this so-called avatar body. We don't have to worry about that. What we do want to concern ourselves with is our mind in alignment with our divinity? And that's the job we're in right now, to train ourselves to the knowing from our higher self. The library of reference is enormous in each one of us, from the eons of time that we've been in experiences in physical and other dimensional experiences. And but it's a great training, right? That course that we're in right now. We're absolutely on a good path, I'll tell you right now, because you wouldn't even be interested in what we're talking about, and it wouldn't even make sense to you, because girls want to have fun, if you remember that song. And so do the guys. And there's a lot of people, they just are walking around partying. They don't want to be connected to all of the things that we talk about. Yeah, they really don't. And it's okay, because they have all the lives that they'll ever want to have. They can just keep going. I, for instance, saying if I don't get it right this time, man, that is it. I am so done. 3D is getting very old. Yes. And believe me, it's not going to be that simple. We are going on our way because we know where we've been, what we've been through, and where we want to go. And hold true to that. Make sure that you hold true to this desire to keep going forward. It's really so much fun when you get to the point where you're not struggling with woe is me, or I'm having such a bad life. You're not having a bad life. Your higher self is bringing you to your knees sometimes to get you to get on track, to keep you on track. And when you start slipping, keep your eyes wide open, because you can very easily be drawn into the shadow again. All of us can. Please be vigilant. It's a time for us to be in our mature spiritual track, not playing anymore. Oh, let's dabble with this spirituality stuff. Boy, it's so much fun. And then we say, I'm going to take a vacation. That's it. I am so done. But don't be done. Don't be done, especially if you're going through things emotionally that is very trying and painful. Look at it for what it is, own it, and then let it go. Let it go. And remember, anything that's yours, anything that is good and holy, you can't give that up. It's woven into your makeup. You can't give that up. You can never give up something that is beautiful and holy. What you do give up is the things that hurt you, that are painful, that are against everything that you believe in. That you can give up and hold true to it. It's your choice. Everything is your choice. So I'd like to close here, and then I'll finish up with the closing statement. We'll go into segment 2 after the song. Anybody listening on YouTube, thank you for all those that are joining on. I see that it's increasing in size. And you can join us anytime here. OurDivineOrigin.com is the website, and Our Divine Origin is on the YouTube. You can listen to the portions of this this forum, and just know that you're welcome to join us. All right. So I'll close here and turn the mic over to Robin. Thank you.
Thank you. John, can you pause the recording and please play the song?
The song Waiting. She totally surrendered. It's surrendering to your life. It's all written. All you've got to do is wake up in the morning and walk out into the world, or wherever you find yourself, and just allow your life to happen as it unfolds, and deal with the emotion of it, deal with the joy of it, deal with the pain of it, but deal with it, feel it, and let it go. Let it go. The joy, you don't have to let go. Embrace it. You see? Total surrender, and you will enjoy your life a lot more. Nobody out there is doing anything to you. It's all what you believe inside you. Thank you.
John, can you please pause the recording?
Okay. So when you realize the glory of God that you are, when you realize that your life is perfectly aligned with everything that you planned, everything that you knew that you wanted to accomplish in this lifetime so that you could go on, move on to other dimensions, to other experiences, to lift your frequency enough to come out of this sub-universe that we're actually living in here in 3D, you will accomplish your goal. It's not really a goal, so to speak, as, a goal to win the Olympics or something of that sort. This is a goal that you constantly have goals, little goals, to keep reaching forward, taking baby steps forward, always lifting yourself and having in your mind the fact that everything that I say, everything that I do, everything that I think is based on love. Sometimes it's tough love, but it's still love. Sometimes it is something that is like a sacrifice that you're giving of yourself, of your peace, of your time. But if you're doing this in love, not because you have to, but because you want to, and you know it's the right thing, that grace that you're giving circles back to you. Everything you do that's holy and sacred based on love is a gift you give yourself, feeding yourself constantly this light that you share with others. And this planet is literally thriving because we're the bridge between heaven and earth. Don't forget that. You have a very important role in the scheme of life on earth. And it is for you to realize this every day of your life, how important your presence is in the world, wherever you find yourself, whoever you're with. Think of them as a divine being instead of someone that, what you think, whatever you're judging. If they come to you for help, it's not that they're less than you. They might say something that actually is profound and you never thought of while you're helping them. There is no teacher truly. There's just two people coming together to help each other. Because guess who you are? Both of you. There is no difference. There's only one person on the planet, and that's you. Can you imagine? With a bunch of different faces, with a bunch of different body builds and statuses and jobs and backgrounds, but it's all you. Because there's just one life. And everything is God. The source that lives inside you. So when people talk about God, please, God is not out there someplace. God is inside you, animating you. Every breath you take, every spark of light that enters your fields, that's all God. That's all what we are. We are that light. We are energy. If you take the body off us, we still exist. That magnificent light that you are. You are the beacon in this dark, dark world. But I'm telling you, there is so much light here because so many people are like you. Beautiful beacons of light shining in the darkness. And the darkness can't hide. Not when the light shines on it. You are everything. Lauren's showing us technically how it looks. And it is beautiful. And some people actually, they don't see the light, but they feel it. They literally feel it. They feel that something is different. Something is incredibly beautiful about you, that they just want to know more about you and what makes you tick, how you can stay calm when everybody else is shaking in their boots about everything that's going on in the world. And if you are out of sorts, sit yourself down and give yourself some light and love and just be peaceful. Just give yourself that time like I had to do. I did that this afternoon. I was so burnt out from all of the everything that was going on. It all catches up with you. And I just was quiet and I brought in the light and I felt so much angelic presence. It was beautiful. Do this for yourself. You don't even have to be out of sorts to do it. Do it in the morning or in the evening, whatever you have time to do it. And just bring in that light. If you're out in a very hard day, let's say you're working or you're on a mission or whatever you're doing, take time out to just quietly sit with yourself. Just breathe deeply, let some sunlight in, just really feel it. Oh, and about the sunlight, I had said to you, be very careful not to be looking into the sun in the mid of 3 o'clock in the afternoon or, when it's bright and sunny. You're supposed to do it in the morning when it's just coming up and it's very soft and it's a lot of mist because of the morning. It starts your digestive system off. It triggers your digestive system to activate. 10 minutes, that's all you need. I have trees because I live in the woods all around me. And so I wait until it goes behind the tree and it's coming through just enough where I can keep my eyes comfortably open. But this is in the morning. And in the evening, the sunset, same thing. It's very light and easy on your eyes. And I don't do it because I don't want to stimulate my appetite in the evening, but I do this in the morning. But that is the safe time. Please don't do it in the midday because you have to remember your retinas are at risk if you do that. And I had a specialist tell me that like 52 times because I never wear sunglasses. So he told me never, just be very, very careful. But I did learn from a nutritionist that it actually activates your digestive system. So just on that note, it's not Barbara telling you, I'm not a doctor, but that's what I was told. But getting back to that, the topic of the evening, the rooting yourself within, please do it as a pleasurable experience. Don't try to force anything. If you do have things going on in your life and you know that you have work to do on yourself, do it in a way that is pleasing to yourself. Don't be banging away at yourself and saying, you got to do this. Do it as the emotions come up, but give it permission to come up. And then it'll come naturally. Okay? Do everything with love in your heart for yourself and others. That is the only way in this world that anything is done correctly. Because anything you do, give a gift or get involved in a group or give donations or whatever you're doing, if you don't do it out of pure love from your heart, then it isn't going to give the gift you think it does. Okay? So keep that in mind. Everything in love. Be very clear on being rooted into your intuition, your higher self, the inner voice, the emotions, the feelings, and you will become a master of this world. Okay? And your life will follow you. Your life follows you. It doesn't dictate what's happening. It's following what you believe, where you're at emotionally and mentally. And on that note, I'm going to rest. And I really do appreciate your attention. I really do. And I hope that you're getting something out of this. I do every week. I love Master Shi because it's not like a bunch of woo-woo. It's right to the point of what we need to get to where we want to go. He has mastered it. He knows the way. And that's the kind of people you want to listen to. Someone that's actually had breakthroughs, tremendous breakthroughs. Look at Lorraine. She makes me so proud. She is so her now. So this is the woman that I knew was inside that lady. And look at her. She is smiling. She is calm. She's loving her life. And everybody in her family sees the change in her, I guarantee you. So let's all get to that point where we can smile at ourselves and say, I'm doing a good job and I'm going to keep at it until I get where I want to go. and that is heaven. It's not a
Thank
place, it's a state of mind. All right. Good night and thank you.
God bless
Thank-
everyone.
Thank you, Barbara. Please remain muted during the prayer. We are deeply grateful for this forum. We thank those in attendance for your attention, for your wonderful questions, future topic suggestions, and stories that touched our hearts and opened our minds to new possibilities. Our collective energy has filled this forum with light and love for each other. We are so grateful that each of us brings guides and angelic beings to the forum, raising the frequency ever higher. We are grateful for the assistance, inspiration, and guidance from the benevolent beings overseeing the forum. Know we are all deeply loved and richly blessed. Amen.
Amen.
Now we can unmute and say blessings, good wishes, and good night to each other. God bless.